The world of aviation has always been a reflection of human ambition, innovation, and the unrelenting drive to go beyond the limits of imagination. While commercial airliners are usually associated with transporting passengers across continents and oceans, some aircraft go beyond the ordinary role of connecting cities. Among them are luxury aircraft that have been transformed from standard airliners into flying palaces for heads of state, royalty, and billionaires. The most expensive airliner in the world today is not a standard passenger jet operated by an airline but a highly customized private aircraft, the Airbus A380 owned by Prince Waleed bin Talal of Saudi Arabia. This aircraft, often referred to as the Flying Palace, represents the absolute pinnacle of airborne luxury and is a powerful symbol of wealth, technological sophistication, and national pride. Belonging to Saudi Arabia, one of the richest nations in the Middle East, this airliner is considered the most expensive of its kind ever built and customized. The Airbus A380 itself is already a marvel of modern aviation. As the world's largest passenger jet, it can typically carry over 800 passengers in an all-economy layout or about 555 in a three-class configuration. Its double-deck design, massive wingspan, and four powerful Rolls-Royce or Engine Alliance turbofan engines make it a true giant of the skies. However, when Prince Waleed bin Talal ordered his Airbus A380, it was not intended to carry ordinary passengers. Instead, it was meant to be transformed into a luxurious flying mansion that could carry royalty, distinguished guests, and high-level officials in the most extravagant comfort imaginable. The cost of the aircraft itself was already around $300 million at the time of purchase, but the modifications and customization reportedly pushed the final price well beyond $500 million, making it the most expensive airliner in the world. Prince Waleed bin Talal, a billionaire investor and a member of the Saudi royal family, is known globally for his lavish lifestyle and extensive investments in international companies. As a businessman, he has held shares in firms such as Citigroup, Twitter, and various hotel chains. His choice to purchase the Airbus A380 was not just about luxury, it was a statement of influence, wealth, and prestige. The fact that the aircraft belongs to a Saudi royal also ties it closely to the image of Saudi Arabia, a nation that has long been associated with both enormous oil wealth and a desire to showcase grandeur on the world stage. Inside this Airbus A380, luxury is taken to a level beyond imagination. While most airliners use their vast space for seating and cabins, this aircraft has been designed to accommodate features that rival the palaces on the ground. The Flying Palace reportedly includes a grand concert hall complete with a piano, private suites for family and guests, multiple lounges for relaxation, a spa with luxury treatments, and even a prayer room where the mats automatically rotate to face Mecca, an innovation combining religious devotion with technological sophistication. There is also said to be a boardroom with holographic screens for conducting high-level business meetings in the air, a garage for a Rolls-Royce automobile, and even a space designed for falcons, which hold cultural and traditional significance in Saudi Arabia. Each section of the aircraft is furnished with the finest materials, gold accents, and the most advanced entertainment and communication systems, ensuring that the experience on board is unlike any other form of travel. The Airbus A380 Flying Palace is not just an airliner, it is a moving representation of modern-day monarchy and wealth. Its very existence symbolizes the blending of aviation technology with the cultural and social elements of Saudi royalty. For the engineers, designers, and craftsmen who worked on this project, it was an opportunity to push the boundaries of customization in aviation. Every corner of the aircraft was carefully planned to reflect elegance and exclusivity, turning the massive double-deck jetliner into a work of art in the skies. From a financial perspective, the Airbus A380 owned by Prince Waleed bin Talal stands far above any other customized private jet in terms of cost. While other leaders and billionaires own expensive aircraft such as the Boeing 747-8, Boeing 787 Dreamliner, or smaller luxury jets like the Gulfstream series, none compare in sheer size, extravagance, or price to the Flying Palace. For example, the U.S. President's Air Force One, which is a heavily modified Boeing 747, is estimated to be worth around $660 million when factoring in military-grade communication and defense systems. However, Air Force One is classified as a government and military aircraft rather than a private or royal airliner, which places the Airbus A380 Flying Palace in a unique category of being the most expensive personal airliner in civilian aviation history. The story of the most expensive airliner also reflects the different purposes aircraft serve across the world. For most nations, airliners are a matter of economic efficiency, connecting populations and stimulating global trade and tourism. For wealthy royals and billionaires, however, aircraft become tools of diplomacy, personal convenience, and status symbols. In Saudi Arabia, the ownership of such an aircraft by a member of the royal family demonstrates both personal success and the nation's image of prosperity. It also ties into the wider culture of opulence that is often associated with the Gulf states, where luxury cars, extravagant palaces, and exclusive lifestyles are symbols of power. Technically, the Airbus A380 Flying Palace is also a fascinating feat. Modifying an aircraft of such size into a luxurious palace required not only massive financial investment but also engineering brilliance. Every modification needed to comply with strict aviation safety standards, including weight balance, fire safety, and airworthiness regulations. Integrating facilities like spas, concert halls, and advanced boardrooms required innovative design to ensure that the aircraft remained both luxurious and airworthy. Specialized aviation companies that deal with VIP conversions worked for years to finalize the interiors, making sure that the end result would be both breathtaking and practical. When compared with other expensive aircraft, the Airbus A380 Flying Palace still holds its crown. Russia's president flies on an Ilyushin IL-96, which, while customized and expensive, does not match the price tag of the Saudi-owned A380. Leaders of countries such as Germany, Japan, and France also use modified Boeing 747s or 777s for official travel, but their costs remain significantly lower. Billionaires like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, despite their fortunes, have preferred smaller jets like the Gulfstream G650ER, which cost around $70 million, far less than the $500 million Flying Palace of Saudi Arabia. Beyond its luxury and price, the Airbus A380 Flying Palace also represents a broader story about human progress in aviation. The Airbus A380 program itself was launched to revolutionize global air travel, offering airlines the ability to move hundreds of passengers with greater efficiency. While the aircraft did not achieve the long-term commercial success Airbus envisioned, its engineering remains unmatched in scale. Prince Waleed bin Talal's decision to purchase and convert this aircraft into a private jet ensured that one of these giants of the sky would serve a different purpose, not as a commercial transporter but as a personal symbol of prestige. In the years since its creation, the Flying Palace has become part of aviation legend, often mentioned in discussions of the most luxurious aircraft in existence. While not always seen in public, the very idea of its existence continues to fascinate people around the world. It embodies the idea that for some individuals, even the skies are not the limit when it comes to luxury. Its connection to Saudi Arabia further emphasizes how nations and their leaders use symbols of wealth and modernity to reinforce their global image. The story of the most expensive airliner in the world is, therefore, not just about a plane. It is about the evolution of aviation technology, the human desire for luxury, the role of aircraft in diplomacy and prestige, and the cultural values of the nation it represents. The Airbus A380 Flying Palace tells a tale that merges engineering mastery with royal opulence, positioning it as a unique phenomenon in aviation history. For Saudi Arabia, it is an emblem of wealth and modern identity, a reminder to the world of the nation's influence and capacity to embrace both tradition and technological progress. Even though commercial airlines have been moving away from the A380 due to operating costs and efficiency challenges, the Flying Palace remains timeless because it is not bound by commercial economics. Instead, it exists purely as a reflection of personal and national pride. Its story will continue to be told as the ultimate example of how far human imagination and wealth can transform even the largest passenger airliner into something extraordinary. This aircraft, owned by Saudi Arabia's Prince Waleed bin Talal, will remain a benchmark for luxury aviation for decades to come. As long as humans aspire to build bigger, better, and more extraordinary machines, the Flying Palace will hold its place in history as the most expensive airliner in the world, a true giant not only in size but also in extravagance, belonging to a country that has become synonymous with immense wealth and grandeur.